Hi, thanks for watching the Political Port. So I just did this video and, I will replay it sometimes because people will tell me they can't hear the sound. So I played it to make sure that the sound was up and the sound was wonky. You couldn't understand a frickin' thing I just said and it was like, so, in order for me to not sound like Donald Duck again, I am going to re-record in hopes that it transmits properly this time. So the Huffington Post is reporting on Gene Rosen now. And it was funny because I was just thinking to myself yesterday, kind of funny that the day, that not the day, but people start questioning these Sandy Hook inconsistencies, and now instead we don't hear anything from the families that this happened to, and now we're not hearing from Gene Rosen anymore. I was like, kind of weird that we're no longer hearing from them. Oh, spoke too soon to myself because now Huffington Post is reporting Gene Rosen is upset because people are questioning his integrity, and that these conspiracy theorists and truthers are putting up the bullshit flag in regards to his claims. Now, why would anybody feel the need, and I'm talking more or less of CNN, why would they feel the need to discuss conspiracy theorists and theories if they weren't doing damage control? If so many people weren't going, something isn't right here. I mean, there's a video out there about Sandy Hook's inconsistencies that has about 8 million views on it. So the world is awake now. They have figured that this is malarkey. There's just too much, inconsistencies and little facts in regards to this case. And they, we have kind of become a society now, which I'm glad to see, that doesn't just accept the media reports as fact any longer. They actually go out and research on their own and, bring up questions that need to be answered and are relevant. And, I think when people's rights are threatened, it makes them react. And a lot of people have said, if you're attempting to take away my rights, you better damn well show me this investigation and bring forth everything for us to see before you even think about taking my rights away. Well, have we seen anything that, any official report? Have we seen Adam Lanza's toxicology report or autopsy? No. What about Nancy's? No. And that's another thing. They keep claiming 26 adults and children died in this. Why is Nancy no longer included in that total? Did she not die? I mean, there's just I'm not going to get into the inconsistencies because you can go look at my playlist. You can go look at other people's videos on it. There's just a lot of questions regarding this. But one of the things that was brought up was that Gene Rosen was an actor and that he's with an Actors Guild. Okay, so Huffington Post comes on and starts talking to Gene Rosen, and they mention that he's a psychologist. Okay, that's a key word there, psychologist. And that, he's really upset that these people are questioning him and he's being harassed via the internet and phone calls because people are like, you're an actor, this, that, and the other. And he just wanted to grieve with his wife the night that the kids were left in the school because the medical examiner couldn't take the bodies out of the school. For the record, I actually want to bring up the autopsies in the school. I don't know about that state, but I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to just do autopsies in a school. Okay? There's a reason. One, you don't want to disturb the crime scene. Okay, so that, not even crime scene, just the scene in general. Number two, bodily fluids have a manner of which they are to be removed or disposed of. Organs in the body must be weighed as well as examined, um, and disposed of properly. And then you have the tox screens that must be done in a certain way. You have to have the file attached to the number and yada yada. The name that needs to be associated with the number is usually put in a system. It'd be very odd to have 26, 27 if you include Adam, autopsies done outside of a morgue, okay? I don't believe the legality is there, but I don't know Connecticut's laws. However, just the simple fact of disposal purposes, of draining the blood from the body, okay, that's one thing. Then you've got the putting the formaldehyde in case they're going to be, what's the word I'm looking for, preserved. Then the disruption of the scene. I mean, autopsies are severely messy. There's a reason why coroners or medical examiners wear the face shield, because when they're cutting it open, they're getting stuff all over them. There's bone that's involved. It would just be a little strange to have the autopsies there at the school. But now I'm hearing they had it in a little tent outside of the school. Still bizarre, because again, the draining of the blood, the bodily fluids, would not permit for you to just do it outside of a school. It's kind of a little bizarre. They might even send, because it's a small town, they might even send the bodies to other medical examiners because the morgue would be full, but you're not going to see them usually do a autopsy at a school site. Kind of strange if you ask me, but not my county, not my vicinity, not even my state. Back to Gene Rosen, okay? So Huffington Post brings up these conspiracy theorists and these truthers who are now creating fake social media accounts under Gene Rosen's name. Well, first off, the name truther means they're for truth, okay? They're not going to go make up fake accounts, because that is going completely against what they stand for, okay? So the Huffington Post, unless you can show that shit and you can back that shit up, you need to do some fucking backpedaling, okay? Don't be accusing people of shit, truthers of things, unless you can back your shit up, okay? First off, because truthers aren't really known for wanting to get lies out. That's what liars do, not truthers, okay? And then the conspiracy theorists. There's nothing wrong with questioning things. There's nothing wrong about having theories about what possibly happened or could happen. We're born inquisitive, okay? We're born curious by nature. So it's not bad to question anything and to think about things. It's actually healthy and good. Shocking, I know. But with all of this said, okay, not once does Gene Rosen or Huffington Post come out to say he's not an actor. Not once did he say, I've never acted in my entire life. I've never been an actor. I don't know where they're getting this from. This isn't me. No, not once. Just to come out and accuse others of making fake social media accounts under his name. But never do they say that Gene Rosen has never been an actor in his life. Now, if you're coming out to refute reports that, conspiracy theories, wouldn't that be one of the things you acknowledge? Wouldn't that be one of the things you say? I've never been an actor. I'm not an actor. This is somebody else. Never once says it. Not once. But another thing I found kind of interesting, and I'm going to have to go back and look at the tapes because, it's been a while. But for some reason, I thought Gene Rosen said that he was on his way to a diner And he goes on to give this description about this great diner. No, you know, it's like, who does that? I mean, all these people are shot and you're talking about the fucking diner? Like, what? Anyway, I thought he was on his way to the diner. Maybe he was on his way back home from it. I'm not sure. I'll have to go relook. But now he's telling Huffington Post that he was feeding his cats. So, you know, you want to sit there and say that, you know, talk shit about conspiracy theorists and truthers and whatnot, but you're not ever answering any of the questions, such as, who is this bus driver that let 6 children go with some strange man they've never met before? Who's that bus driver? And where are they at? What's their name? Male or female? How long have they been a bus driver? Why did they let the children go with this stranger? Why aren't they speaking out about what happened that day? I mean, you know, so Huffington Post, you want to fucking talk shit, but why aren't you answering the questions of these conspiracy theorists to put it to rest? I mean, CNN tried to answer some of these questions that these conspiracy theorists had, but they didn't answer any of the important questions. Just easy shit. Nothing of, you know, substance, so to speak. So, anyways, I thought that was interesting. You can go check out the article yourself. It still doesn't answer the 50 plus questions I still have in my head about this day. Anyways, have a great day. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to share. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, feel free to comment below or email me at thepoliticalport@gmail.com. Thanks.